Guys, Will here from Radio Flite. This is my mini Apprentice S. You've seen it in some of the other videos. And just in case you haven't seen my other videos, I have people ask me what type of stand this is. This is the Ultra Stand by Ernst. It's about $24. You can find it on eBay and Amazon.com. Okay, so here's the problem. Missing a little something something. And here's the little something something. Had a clean break. Had a crash today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove just a little bit of material right in the center there, about the size of a pencil. I can't go too far back because you have the mounting pin and screw there. And then I'm going to do the same right there, just to let a little bit of the epoxy go into that channel, if you will, just to give it a little more bite. Going to use some 30-minute epoxy. We're going to glue it up, and we'll come back and see what it looks like. The epoxy that I'm using is Great Plains 30-minute epoxy. I use it for almost all my repairs that call for epoxy. And when building kits, this is what I use for gluing in firewalls, landing gear mounting blocks, so on and so forth. But right now we're dealing with foam, so I'll mix up the epoxy and come back and take a look at it. Okay, so I hope you can see that the shine there is the epoxy. I mixed up equal amounts. I did the resin and the hardener, 50-50. You mix up equal amounts. I did two little drops in the bottom of the cup. I squeezed out about a dime's size of each, mixed it thoroughly, and so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to add some epoxy right here, and then we'll mate the two pieces together, and I'll come back and we'll take a look at it. Okay, it's funny, a little shout out to my friend Paul. He was saying, no, it's a pretty neat stand, it's, what's that? How much was that? I said, it's an Ernst Ultra stand. I said, comes in pretty handy when you're setting up a plane. You've got a low wing upside down and you're installing your servos or doing maintenance. So what I did here was I just stood the plane up and I ran a regular number 64 rubber band right to the Ernst Ultra stand. And there's a little hook on the end there that just lends itself perfectly to this type of thing. So I've got the plane pretty much vertical, and I attached the piece that was broken off, and you can see some of the epoxy oozing out. I'm going to clean that up. We'll come back and take a look at it. Okay, so there it is. I excuse me, cleaned up the excess epoxy. I used a little bit of 70% isopropyl alcohol, just barely dampen a paper towel, and after you wipe up the main mess, you can come back with the alcohol. Okay, so that's pretty much all set. As good as it's gonna get. You look at it from the side, you can really just not even really make out the cut a little bit right there. But that kind of shows more because it's where that hard plastic meets the foam. But when I put the elastic bands, there's not a lot of tension. There's actually no tension on it right now, but you can see we had a clean pull out there. That's the tray, and then the mount for the landing gear. So I'm going to do the same thing there. I'll let you guys go, but I'm just going to put some 30-minute epoxy here. I'll remove the landing gear, put some 30-minute epoxy in here, and then just turn the plane upside down on the Ultra stand and let that cure. And that'll be that. We'll put it back up in the air tomorrow. So overall, it's been a great plane. Flies nice. The other guys in the field, are impressed by it for its size. It's got good penetration in the wind, and all in all, for a park flyer size trainer, if the regular Apprentice is too big for you, this is a good way to go. So, and you get a nice transmitter with it too, the DXE. And I didn't know this, but I was reading the other day that you can get on your computer and you can actually get the cable, and you can download like exponential and so on and so forth into the DXE. It's not a computer transmitter, so you can't just do it at the transmitter, but you can add in some exponential to soften up your sticks, make them a little less responsive around neutral. I say that for people that are new to the hobby that aren't familiar with that. So yeah, that's it. Maybe when I get it all buttoned back up, we'll do a video at the field, and we'll see you next time. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you take a minute and subscribe and like. If you're watching your phone, if you're watching on your phone and you've got to turn sideways for the bigger screen, you have to rotate your phone upwards, straight up and down, and then the window will pop up and you can hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And send me some comments. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you think of the videos, if they're too long, if they're too short, if they're missing information, something that you wanted to know about. I'll be glad to go back and do another video, or just answer you directly with a message or email, whatever works. All right, guys, we'll see you at the field.